That's not from the car, that's just their tools. She just thinks I'm an idiot. Oh! It says it's 42 degrees in this car. What if she filled your car up with the wrong fuel? How do they play it then? Because I'm a pissed. Take a bit of Spain back with my eyes.
It's been covered in gunk. I've just seen that in your bank account. Half a mil.
It's must, eh?
Right.
You don't want to be in the office, do you?
I don't know.
Is it in there? I'm off. Big time.
Go on, son. Big off in these coats no more.
Just got my big head in.
Trying to put it back wherever they got it from.
Just getting the correct size drill bit is not going to fit for sure.
No litres no more, mate.
So it is 20 litres, so there's 5 litres in the to fade out to nothing.
Is it in the box?
Are you getting any in the front? A great big hooter going on. Good morning. Right, we've had a plywood delivery and Dino here over the back there is getting on with some ply lining kits. I am also building a step for the Mercedes Sprinter to, it's got like a U-shape step in it at the minute, and the customer wants the option to put a step in there so it's all one big platform, but maybe down the line take it back out again if ever we needed to. So that's what I'm doing now. So I've designed it on CAD, just cut it out on the CNC machine, all out of 18mm marine ply, so it can be nice and strong for anyone to stand on. And we're going to put it the carpet flooring on that matches the rest of the Sprinter floor. So once built the box, wrap it in carpet, then we can take it over to Mercedes, pop it in there, and he'll have a complete platform. So while I'm doing that, Dino's doing the ply lining and wrapping it for some of you customers, and then we'll get on with making some furniture this afternoon for a camper van rental firm. Yep, and all I've got to do is test her out, I suppose. Get my trimmer, just like that, and it slides on over there. And we go. Yeah, well, it still cuts off flush. That's good, we're good at that bit. Yeah, don't touch that bit, it's warm. Right. That very thing. So much better than them Chinese ones, you know. It's just
Again, it's that quality.
Here, look what I got.
Fresh goggles. Fresh goggles. Perfect. We need them.
It was more for the Range Rovers.
Yeah, shit falling in your
Yeah,
face.
yeah, yeah.
Didn't fall out, that's good.
What, in my face? That would have been good.
It's alright.
If it did fall out.
It'd be funny.
Good job I got my goggles on.
It improved your looks.
Yeah. Butchered me. Right, let's see if this. We'll do just like an inch and have a look.
Bit high, isn't it?
Yeah, lower than that.
Lower. So
And we could never understand whether plus meant. Yeah, plus means more off. That plate went up and.
okay. Yeah, so I know. I'm just going to turn it to minus one.
Right, so it's handover day for this Mercedes now. Stacey's having his induction with what's going on inside the van, learning all the controls and stuff by Mercedes, but as you can see, it's handover day. Let's go and take a look. Right, it's handover day for Stacey with his Mercedes Sprinter here, and we are at Mercedes. So he's having his handover now, and we'll show you some of the shots of the interior. We've got some pictures now which we'll overlay as well. I'm so happy to be here as part of Stacey's handover day for a project that we've been working on for 9-10 months now, when we first started talking about this, and today is the day of his handover. So these projects often take quite a long time to come to fruition. When we're talking about the spec that they want, then we've got to order the correct vehicle and then sort out all the interior, and then things develop over time. And today is the day that Stacey gets to drive away in his very nice new Sprinter and start driving some of you around. So this morning, well, last night we put some fresh spoil boards on the CNC, and this morning we're flattening it out to be perfect. Now the spoil boards, for those of you that don't know, is on the CNC machine you want the cutter to go right through the board. Obviously you don't want to ruin your CNC machine, so you have a spoil board, one you don't mind getting cut up. And over time you get more and more cuts on that, it gets really ruined. So what we've done is replaced it with another board, and now what we have to do is flatten it off, because there's different tolerances in the boards that you buy, and we want it to be absolutely perfect across the whole machine. So our machine is 3 meters by 2 meters roughly, or over 2 meters wide actually, and there's like 1 mil or 2 mil tolerances between the boards over the whole lot. So what we do, put the boards on, they get bonded down and screwed down around the edges, and then we send a flattening bit which is 50 mil wide all the way over to flatten the whole lot off. Now if there's certain parts that don't, we take off 2 mil at a time. If there's certain parts that the cutter doesn't touch, then we go over it again, so just to make sure, because obviously that is a dip. So once it's gone over the whole lot and there's an even cut across the whole lot, you know it's perfectly level. And we probably do this once every 3 months, I would think, on our machine, depending how busy we are and how the cuts go. See, if we look in this area, it's not cutting here, so we know this is a low point. So what we'll do, we'll go over it again. Once the machine's done its first pass, we can lower it and go over it again. Now these look like grooves, but actually this, by touch, this feels perfectly smooth. You can see there's a dip there, so it's not cutting, and then it starts to cut again. So we know there's quite a dip in this area. So once it's taken off this first layer, I'll run it again, and we'll make sure we get this dip next time, and then there won't be any dips across the whole machine. Right, so Trev's come to pick up Simon's Range Rover, so he's gone off, so that's one of the hybrids that we've had for a little while. We've fixed his hybrid battery, and also the gear stick had a problem. It had an issue before, someone clearly couldn't fix it, we fixed it, and that is now out, so they've got a long drive back to Scotland, and I know you all watch us on TikTok and YouTube, so hello to you guys. We've also got the Sprinter that we handed over yesterday at Mercedes. Stacey's coming in for some cup holders to go in the front, and also where the USBs are that Mercedes have put way out the way, you're going to end up with cables coming across the dash to charge his phone and to have a separate sat-nav, which is, he wants a separate sat-nav, not just the one that's built into the vehicle. So he's going to come in this afternoon. I'm just designing his cup holders now, so we've got these cups which are the same as the ones that he's got in the back of the van. Just need to remind ourselves of the measurements, and I'm doing a custom sort of bit for the front, so he's got cup holders between the two seats and also somewhere to stow like a bag with his lunch in and personal effects out the way, so these travelling customers can't see it. So that's what I'm designing right now. Dino's out there cutting out ply lining kits, and yeah, so it's been a busy day so far. So I'm going to carry on with this design. Then we're going to sort of cut it all out on the CNC machine with these cup holders, edge band it with our edge bander, screw it all together, and then hopefully Stacey will then turn up and we'll be able to get it fitted into his van. So there are a couple of bits we need to do while he's here, so it's not going to be an in and out job, because we need to move his HDMI selector, because that's down the side of the passenger seat, which is where this cup holder thing is going to end up being. We also need to put in some power because he wants to run an Amazon Fire Stick. And also we're going to look at the dash to see where we can run these USBs for his sat-nav and phone charger. So he's going to be here for a little while, so in the meantime I need to get on with the cup holder design, and while Dino's doing the bits out there for the ply lining. Right, so we've got the cup holder here. It's all been screwed and it's being glued on this table. So that's going to get fitted into the Sprinter on Monday. So tomorrow, if you're watching this as soon as it comes out. And what else has been happening? So more is happening on the Ducato front. So we've got plastic panels coming to line out the vans. So they are on their way. That's top, bottom, doors and roof. So that's all exciting. We've got no end of other bits and pieces coming. We've got a couple of vans that we think are on the way that we're looking at purchasing just for demo vans. So we're going to try and get an L4 and an L3 in pretty quickly now. And have a look at my reception. Ta-da! We've got a new reception counter here. Not sure, obviously this isn't going to be the final layout because we want to have somewhere for customers to come and sit and spec out their campers. But for now, this is what it looks like. And also, have a look at what I got for Father's Day. We got BO52WAY for Bossway, number plates, and they're going to go on our first Ducato camper van. So again, it's another bitty week with ply lining kits, bits and pieces going on with the Ducatos, bits and pieces going on with the Sprinter, and a couple of Range Rover bits and pieces, collections, and we've got a couple more coming in next week and some batteries coming in next week as well. But you are going to see Ducato content, or more Ducato content coming soon, where we develop and build our first 2 show vans, and hopefully build a few more over the summer, and then we'll see about getting to some shows and things like that. So there's lots of content on that sort of stuff to come. We've had inquiries on another VIP Sprinter. Whether that will come off, I don't know. Like, these things take a long while, but we've had an inquiry for one of those as well. Inquiries for tailgate kits, and loads of phone calls this week that we're getting back to people on, doing quotes on, all that sort of stuff. So it's been a busy old week. We've not had to film too much of it, but also a lot of it is things going on in the background with ordering bits in, stuff about to arrive and all that sort of thing. So that's not obviously stuff that you're interested in seeing. So we've had a few meetings with the people doing our ads for the ply lining as well. That's really picking up. We're getting quite a few more orders in now, and so a couple of strategy meetings with them as well. So lots of stuff going on in the background, and stuff we're going to be able to share with you soon. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week. That's not from the car, that's just their tools. She just thinks I'm an idiot. Oh! It says it's 42 degrees in this car. What if she filled your car up with the wrong fuel? How do they play it then? Let's have a test. Take a bit of Spain backwards in my eyes.
It's going to come and go. I'm just saying that your bank account half full.
It's must, eh?
Right.
You don't want to be in the office, do you?
I don't know.
I'm off big time.
Go on, son.
Pick off it in these coats no more.
Just got big headed.
Trying to put it back wherever they got it from.
Just getting the correct size drill bit. It's not going to fit for sure.
No boots no more, mate.
So it is 20 litres because it's 5 litres and to fade out to nothing.
Is it in the box?
Are you getting any in the front? A great big hooter going on.
I remember having the screw